Hey everybody, especially home golfers, people that are doing their own home setup for golf simulators. This is my version that I wanted to share with everyone. I've been on the internet, on YouTube and otherwise, and seen several Optishot2 setups, and that's what I have here, is also an Optishot2. Right down there, as I pan down, you can see there's where the sensor is, and my homemade swing pad that I made. It's simply a 2x4 sheet, which is where that sensor's sitting, and then a separate piece. I did it that way so that it would be easy to take down and store for when I'm not going to be using the simulator. So the 4x4 sheet and a 2x4 sheet of a 3/4 inch plywood, or forgive me, 1/2 inch plywood. But anyhow, set those up with the AstroTurf on it and set the height so that the sensor would sit down in at the same level as my feet, so that plane is consistent. And then I just want to mention that I tried to go on the cheap as much doing this, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The white screen that you see there, which is what we'll be projecting the OptiShot image on here in a little bit, that is just a white 10-foot by 8-foot piece of canvas. And then my two wing walls, which if you have any astray shots to help kind of keep the ball in play here, or keep track of it anyways, those are just bought at Harbor Freight. Each one of those wing sheets were about $3. The white canvas, like I said, 8-foot by 10-foot, is about $36 for that. So in all, including the OptiShot sensor and software, which I'll pan over here on this table, is where I keep my laptop, which feeds down to the sensor or up to the laptop, however you want to look at it. But altogether, the OptiShot system plus all of the things it took to put this together in my garage was about $550 altogether. And this garage that we're in here, my garage, is a 2-car garage with 8'6" ceiling above where you're swinging your club. And of course the pad does slope, so it gets a little bit tighter as you walk in that direction there towards the screen. So plenty of room here in my garage to get this done. I have a friend that's 6'2". Had him in here swinging a couple of weeks ago, and no issues with him hitting the ceiling or anything like that. So when you calculate the fact that the swing pad actually sits up off the floor a little bit, we're really looking at about 8 feet 3 inches or so of space between the turf and the ceiling. This works really good. I'm using the almost golf balls and not real balls. I probably could use real golf balls, but I just kind of want to save that canvas. I know I can do things to make it so hitting balls at the canvas isn't going to hurt it. But I'm good with hitting the almost golf balls. I feel like I get out of that what I want to. And then up top, the other investment, pan up there, you can see the orange thing. That is my projector. I've seen a lot of people going after HD and so forth, and that's great if you want to spend the money. I'm sure the image is fantastic, but I can tell you I spent $60 for that unit right there, and it puts up a pretty good size image. It uses up all of that white canvas there. As I mentioned, it was 10 foot by 8, but after it's sewn, it's like 9 feet 6 or something like that wide, and my image from that projector is every bit that wide. So I don't have any problem. Like I say, $60 for that projector. It's to me worth it, and it works just fine. You can see the cables, I've got them running over on the ceiling and then down to the laptop, and they're easily out of the way. I'm not going to cause any problems there. So what I'm going to do is right now it's in the late afternoon here, and I get afternoon sun through my garage windows, which I'm going to be working on getting curtains for those to kind of cut down on the light. But what I'll do is I'll wait till later when it gets darker outside, and then I will light this thing up, and I'll hit a few golf balls and show you what the image looks like on that white canvas. So hope you like it. It turned out pretty good for really low cost, so I'm pretty happy. All right, so we're into the evening here, and I never mentioned this in the first part, but I live in Montana, so set up in the garage, and it's not a heated garage, but I did go pick up a little space heater right there. You can kind of see it glowing right down there by the swing pad. And then there's also, you can't really see it, but right above that heater is a LED fluorescent style light that's battery operated that illuminates right down directly onto that sensor pad. So that is something that if you're really darkening up your room, it's something that you might want to really look at to help you see while hitting, is just to have something that illuminates just that pad. And then from what I've read from other people is you might need to have a little bit of light like that to cut down on shadows so that it doesn't affect those sensors reading your club. The setup that I have right now is working optimally, and I don't have any troubles with the sensor pad reading my clubs. All right, so I don't know if you can even see me on here. That's okay if you don't, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit a couple of balls into the screen for you. There's one. All right. So again, if you missed it in the first part, I'll come up here and stand. The first part I shared with you, $550 altogether. That includes all the wood that I paid for, the screen, the projector, and just some of the other odds and ends like bungee cords and hooks, eye hooks and stuff that I'm using to suspend this from the ceiling and whatnot. But and you can see that the ball ricochets only to right here, right in front of the screen. So it's just about perfect, I think. And I really like it. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do what I can to answer you. Thank you.